or Mike Motto, was he on the radar for a little while, Dave, as far as what you did yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about players that had NHL experience that we felt could come in here and help us. Mike's not under contract yet, but obviously we've talked to him, and there's some contractual issues to work out. Same answer. Yeah, it's there. There's a few wrinkles that, because of the season, the length of it, it's not a normal just sign the contract and move on. So there's a few issues we need to work out. Cody obviously has to pass a physical as well, but we expect that to happen in the next day or so.
5 games and 8 days to start. It's going to be like this from to the end of April. You've got to have some numbers here to survive this, I guess, as all teams do. Yeah,
no question. We feel pretty fortunate to have the Marlies here. I mean, there's going to be injuries. I think when you play with such a short camp, even though the guys have been working out and are in good condition, by and large, it's you're going to see players get banged up. So you need to shore up, especially in the back end. Like I said, we're pretty fortunate to have our farm team here, and also have some players there that we think can give us games if need be.
Dave, how much do you stress to your players, or do you even have to do that about you've got a shortened schedule and every win is, especially at the beginning of the season, is vastly important? Do you stress that, or is that just something they understand already? Or?
I think both. I think if they don't understand the importance of the first 7 or 8 games, then they didn't do very well in math. I mean, it's going to be difficult for us to take games off, for anyone to take games off. But Randy, just to make sure that they have it clear, I don't think it's going to be a problem. We've got a lot of work to do. Every team does. It's not like we can say we're different than anyone else. We have a lot of work to do to get prepared. Very short amount of time to do it. And I think the focus has to come from everyone. The coaching staff has to be very focused, and our players have to be ready starting this afternoon.
What are the biggest challenges right now for you, for your management team, for the coaching staff, compressed schedule, a week in camp, contracts, physically, just everything that needs to get done? What are the biggest challenges you have to work on the next 48, 72 hours?
Yeah, usually you have, the length of camp, 27 days, 20 days. You have the week leading up to when rookies are in to evaluate players, to put them into exhibition games. You have time to see how other teams are faring. Do they have rookies that are coming up that were unexpected, and then maybe other players are available? We don't have that opportunity right now, so we're going to have to make some decisions after several days of practice, based on performances from last year, based on how we're going to want to play and the style we're going to want to play. So we're going to probably make some decisions that may be surprising. You don't know that, but there's a possibility of that given the short time frame that we have.
Are you considering any other moves that you talk about?
Well, right now we just really, we've had the ability to talk to teams and to discuss player movement, but most teams really don't want to do that right now. They want to at least get their players in, see who's healthy, who's not, and I would expect that'll pick up a little bit. So free agent signings, additions via the free agents that are remaining, probably not. I think we're done right there.
Having seen CPA now, anything that surprised you, concerned you, having seen the document?
You know what, I have gone over the documents that have been sent to us. I think it's going to take a few more days for me to give you a good answer there. I don't think anything surprising. I think, really what's going to come down to now is looking at how does it affect us, how do we want to operate, looking at the effects of it for next year, knowing what that cap number is going to be. And that could go into our decision-making process here too, not just this week, but as the season moves along.
So do you think, Dave, that trades are easier or harder with this new CBA?
They'll probably, I think there's two sides to that coin. I think with the cap altering, it could be a little bit more difficult, but with the ability to retain salary, that could offset it. Yeah, I think that little wrinkle is going to see a lot more player movement than we had in the past. Especially the teams that had some cap space they could absorb, and they really had no ability to do that. It had to match up dollar for dollar, and I think now with the ability to absorb some contract space, that could spur it on a little bit.